Welcome to another remodel story from Village Home Stores, but I'm getting ahead of myself because this is the end of this story. Before we take a closer look at this kitchen, let's visit the job site as it was going on. I stopped by here a few times during the progress of this remodel. Take a look. The original kitchen included a peninsula with an overhang for seating. This left a lot of unused space on one end of the room. The kitchen sink and dishwasher was located in the peninsula, and the stove and microwave on the return wall from that L shape. Opposite this was another L-shaped layout that included more cabinet storage and the refrigerator. Here is the kitchen gutted and roughed in for the new layout. You can see where a half wall was built for the new large kitchen island. Once rough-in is complete and install work begins, it is pretty amazing how quickly things start to take shape. The carpenters got to work to get the base cabinet set for the kitchen perimeter and the new island. With the bases installed, the stone countertop crew can come and take a laser template of the bases so they can begin fabrication for the new tops. Wall cabinetry and the new wood hood cabinet were then placed to help everything really progress. New flooring was installed and the island and the rest of the kitchen was trimmed out. Once the tops were installed, the backsplash tile went up and finishing touches began. And those were just some updates of the progress at this remodel. If you like a look behind the curtain of our remodel process, make sure you're following us on social media. We share a lot of fun updates from our Instagram and Facebook stories. We made a lot of fun TikTok transitions and more. So be sure to follow us on the social media channel of your choice. Search for us at Village Home Stores. Welcome to this newly remodeled kitchen in rural Milan, Illinois. And I'm joined today by the designer of this kitchen, Angela. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me back.
This kitchen turned out amazing. And I'm here to remind you again, as a friend, as a coworker, that you chose the right profession because every detail is perfect here. So before we take a close look around at the kitchen, walk us through where it came from. What was the original kitchen like, and how did you take the client in consideration with what we're standing in right now?
So the existing kitchen had a peninsula that my client wanted to take the sink out of and relocate over to the exterior wall. So by doing that, we were allowed to gain a lot more storage in the kitchen along that wall. And then also too, it allowed us to put in this large, beautiful island for prepping and then also a secondary sink within the kitchen.
Now, this is one of our complete project management projects from Village Home Stores. So what that means is it's not just Angela and the project management team involved. There's a lot of crews and scheduling to be done. As an example, how many crews were involved with this kitchen?
In this project, we had our carpentry crew, we had our plasterers, we had our electricians, our plumbers, we have our flooring installers, our countertop installation team, and then also too at Village, we've got our appliance sales team, our appliance delivery team, our lighting specialists, and also our flooring specialists that all brought together to make this project happen.
And a lot of people in and out. You arrange and coordinate everything, all the schedules, and the homeowner knows what's happening next, who's going to be there. Let's talk about the kitchen, this new design. What are some of the zones and areas that you created that weren't in the original kitchen?
So in the original kitchen, with the peninsula being here, by relocating the sink over to the exterior window, we were able to make more of a cleaning zone over there, which is now into a coffee bar. And then by removing that peninsula, we were able to get this large prep space with a lot more storage and a secondary sink. And then directly behind us, we have this beautiful hood, which is more of our cooking area that we've got here with the cooktop.
Well, now let's talk finishes. What kind of selections were made for this kitchen design?
So for this design, we selected our Koch brand of cabinets. The perimeter is a painted ivory finish on our Savannah door style with a shaker edge profile. And then we also have on the island in the hood a cherry wood species with our frontier stain. The countertops are a Silestone ethereal glow, which is complemented by our doll tile Sublimity Namaste herringbone backsplash. Then on the hardware, we have our Jeffrey Alexander Merrick collection in a matte black finish. We have a KitchenAid suite of appliances. The flooring is our COREtec barnwood rustic pine flooring. And then when it comes to the plumbing fixtures, we have our faucets from Kohler, and then we have 2 workstation sinks by LK.
Now, as a designer, you always have the big picture vision going on in your head from the very start. And I'm wired the same way. But once things are installed, in reality, you can surprise yourself sometimes. So what are some of your favorite visual parts of this kitchen now that everything's in place?
I love every square inch of this kitchen. I could not have dreamed that it would come together like this. I always thought the finishes were beautiful, but seeing it in person, it is more beautiful than I ever could have dreamed. But if I had to pick something, I guess that's kind of that showstopper in this kitchen, I would say for me, it's the backsplash and this wood hood behind us. It's
a perfect pairing. And the way the backsplash and the countertops, when I came and the tops went in and then the tile went up, every time I stopped by, I feel like I was gasping and texting you immediately that I just couldn't believe. And same thing with the floors. The floors went in and this hood was up. And the combination of that frontier on the cherry and the floors, everything all together. And I think you're right. I mean, all of it together is what makes it work, because everybody's walked into a space, well, maybe not everybody, but you walk in somewhere and you're like, ooh, something's off with this. And it's all you can see. When everything vibes, it's calming and it just works and it's effortless. You make it look effortless. It's not. But this design is beautiful, all put together. And a lot of beautiful selections were made.
And I'm very happy that we were able to meet the client's request that not a single taupe tone creeped into this kitchen. So she was very happy with that.
Yes. Well, now let's take a look around inside of the cabinets. What kind of specialty cabinets did you add to this kitchen design?
One of the specialty cabinets that we added to this kitchen is the client decided to upgrade their rollouts. So from a side-mounted guide, we went to a soft close under-mounted guide, which allowed even more storage within those cabinets. So that way, for large appliances, things like that, they also hold a lot more weight by being an under-mounted guide. The next feature that we had in this kitchen is our pegboard system in a drawer. So it has pegs that you can move around to put the plates in there so they're not jostling when you open and close the drawers. We also had our trash pull-out bins. We have a single one over by the main sink and a single one over in the prep sink, which offers additional storage behind there for trash bags and other things. We also have our stand mixer cabinet, so she can put her KitchenAid mixer on there and lift it up towards the countertop when it's in use. We were able to include a broom closet in this kitchen as well, so for easy storage of those household items that we don't necessarily want to see every day. We also have our spice pullout to the left of the range to utilize all of the spices at easy hand while you're cooking. And to the right of the range, we have our canister pullout with a knife block, getting all of those spoons and utensils up off the counter down into the cabinet, allowing for more countertop space. And then above the combination microwave and oven, we have added in tray dividers to utilize that top section for more sheet pan storage within the kitchen.
Now, I know our viewers are going to love every inch we can show of this kitchen, and I don't want to miss anything. So can you walk us through some of the design details that we don't want to miss?
So one of the details that I really like on the island is our X panel detail on the sides that add a really nice detail that's kind of unexpected that you don't necessarily see as you come right into the kitchen. And then the hood with the shiplap boards really complement the island nicely. In some of our cabinets, we have the top section cut for glass. And then along the sink wall, we took the backsplash up and around the window and then finished out the top with our crown molding just to keep that detail going along there, which also complements nicely to the floating shelves directly to the right of our sink. And then in the corner, we have our little locker area tucked in by the garage door there for storage and ease of coming in and out of there. And then also too, our lights that we selected are just a beautiful complement to everything else in this kitchen as well. And then one of the other details that we did on this kitchen is all of the top drawers are a slab face, and we upgraded the bottom drawers to a 5-piece front to add more detail to those larger drawers so they just weren't a blank slab.
Well, thank you so much for joining us in this beautiful kitchen.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you to your clients too that invited us back and invited you in, the viewers, to have a look around at everything. If you're interested in the complete project management program at Village Home Stores for a kitchen or a bathroom, just connect with us. Angela is one of many on our team, and we can connect you with the person, walk you through that process and the checklist, and get you started. The first step is just to reach out. So head to villagehomestores.com and send us a quick message right now.